at page 4. And this is the issue of Mr. Van Wyk starting at 5 and the memoranda of understanding at paragraph 6. Do you see where I am? At paragraph 5, you talk about approaching Mr. Van Wyk for assistance of students. Do you see?
Yes.
Paragraph 6, you introduce the concept of the MOUs.
Yes.
Right? So you have next to you a box of files. And if you look at the spines of those files, you'll realize that they each bear a name. So you'll have Mapieye, you'll have Spies, you'll have Niza, and you'll have Tepa. These are the EMPD witnesses that have testified. So I would like you to pull out of that box the files for Mapieye. Now, there'll be two, I want the annexure file, really, for the moment. One is written statement, Mapieye statement, the other one is Mapieye annexures. Yes. You've got. So as soon then as we have located our Mapieye inside the file, annexure file.
Oh, yes.
Do you see that?
JM. Yes.
They're all JMs, and they start from JM1, and they will run until JM35.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So when I refer you to a document from a file like that, the annexures file, I'll identify the JM number, and I will also direct you to the page number where that annexure is, and I'll describe the annexure for the record.
Yes.
Are you happy with that? So now let's start at JM12. And no, sorry, JM11, I apologize. JM11 starts at page 55 of the Mapieye annexure file.
Oh, yes.
Now, if you go a few pages forward to page we've got I said JM11 at page 55, correct? I shouldn't confuse you.
Yes.
Okay? Then the next one will be JM12 from page 131. No, what? Page 62. Got too many markings here and I read the wrong number. Should be page 62. Have you located the second document? 6.2. It immediately follows JM11.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Now, for the record, please confirm that JM11 at page 55 is titled as follows: Agreement entered into between the Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Police Department, duly represented by, it makes provision for a name, but currently that is unfilled, and Medicare Emergency Medical Services / Anubis Protection Services, and in brackets immediately below that, duly represented by Mike Van Wyk.
Yes.
That then is followed by the following words in tramlines. Memorandum of agreement. Do you confirm that?
Yes.
Now, let's go to page 62, which is JM12. And insofar as headings are concerned, it's more or less the same, except instead of Medicare as the other contracting party, it cites Cat VIP protection, in brackets, duly represented by Vusimus Matala.
Yes.
So now, when we look at your paragraph 6, you reference the MOU. You say, and I read, please follow as I read your paragraph 6 and ensure that I'm not misstating what you say. As for the MOU, proper communications were done, and there were processes and procedures which were followed between Medicare and Mike van Veek with email address, you give the email address, myself and the Office of Chief of Police. Proof of communication, communication date, and an affidavit from Chief's PA Lizel Sinovia Tyres, where she confirmed that on the 24th of October, she received an email from Superintendent Fortain and submitted to Chief Mapieye. Then you intend to annex their email. Is my reading correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Because your file is still being finalized, can you please have regard to JM 11 and confirm whether or not that is the MOU you reference at paragraph 6? And that is the one between Ekurhuleni and Medicare 24. Is that the same document?
Page 55, ne?
55.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Is that the same document?
Yes.
I looked through your statement and I couldn't find the second memorandum which Mr. Mapieye tendered as Annexer JM 12. And this is the memorandum between Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Police Department and Cat VIP Protection. I don't see you reference that particular one in your statement, do you?
You are correct.
Okay, now why did you, was that oversight on your part, or you omitted it because you have no knowledge of that particular memorandum? You only have knowledge of the Medicare 24 memorandum.
Okay. Commissioners, to answer you, remember when I was suspended, I had to submit all the documents and my laptop of everything that I was having to Mr. Revospice, the logistic. They took everything and the documents that I was having. I submitted all, even the operational plan, that I was talking about. Submitted.
Sorry. Timeline, are we talking what, February 2023 or 24? 23, 24? And I ask because you said you submitted to Mr. Revospice and he has since retired.
Yes. No. This is 2023.
That's why
it was
important to highlight the year.
2023, yes.
Okay.
Yes. I submitted everything. I didn't have any documents with me.
Yes.
The laptop and everything was with him. And all the documents that has to do with all these things. That's why I submitted, yes. The one that I was able to photocopy is the one that I'm having now.
What does submitted mean?
Or when you are suspended,
you
are required to leave your firearm, your tools of trade, computer, laptop, all those things.
Okay. So
the document, but he demanded, even before the suspension, he demanded all the document. Then Mr. Mzolo instructed me, go and submit them to him, give all the documents that he sent. But other documents were already managed by Superintendent Fortain, like this one, you see. That's why they were able to get them through Fortain and submitting it to the Office of the Chief of Police. But on my side, I was having nothing, but documents were already there.
So please help me work through this. You are a normal employee in the city, doing whatever job, and perhaps a job you've been in for about 10 years.
Yes.
One day, for some good or wrong, bad reason, you are suspended. Are you required, I can understand handing in your firearm, perhaps your work computer, these are all tools provided by your employer. I can wrap my mind around submitting those. Why would you have to submit all your documents? Do you clear your entire office, go to Commissioner Spies and say, here are all my files, 204 of them, and every paper I've ever written, because I'm on suspension? Is that how it works?
Ms. Silo, please don't forget your question. I don't think your earlier question was answered, and I would love to get an answer. I'm saying I don't think you answered Ms. Silo's earlier question. So I would like to get an answer to that. It was a simple question as to why you do not reference the Cat VIP memorandum?
Oh, thank you, Commissioner. I referenced those that I'm having and those that I remembered. That's why I was able to write. You see, and I even mentioned at the
surely
bottom
you
that
do deal with issues relating to Cat VIP in your testimony and also in your statement.
yes, correct.
So what was so difficult simply saying there was also an agreement or memorandum that related to Cat VIP? I think that's the essence of the question. And you have not forgotten that fact, surely, the very fact that you do talk about Cat VIP. So why did you not reference the memorandum in that regard?
Commissioner, when you check, I don't even talk about the Annabis Protection Services, you see, because even it's out of me. But I know that I have documents that were submitted to the office of the chief. Other documents were submitted as per instruction of my deputy chief, and I complied and said, no, take everything because I feel that I'm clear, there's nothing to hide.
I'm not at the stage of the taking.
Oh.
Because this happens when? The taking. This happens in 2023, you say.
Said the taking.
Taking or having to give your documents and whatever else to Commissioner Spies.
Yes.
That happens in 2023, correct?
May I refer? Suspension is 2022, ne?
2020?
2023 February. Yes, 2023 February.
2023.
February, yes. Yes.
The
24 February.
memoranda were concluded or purportedly concluded in 2021, not so?
I may say so, but I don't have specific
The
dates. Yes.
dates that appear here, but I'm sure Ms. Silo is still going to take you there.
Please.
The dates appearing here, I think, say 2021. Yeah. So the simple point I want to make, Commissioner, is that I do not understand your repeated reference to, no, my documents had since been taken. Point is, as at 2021, these agreements in terms of the memoranda are concluded or purportedly concluded. And surely you remember both incidents. So the simple question is, why do you not reference the memorandum relating to Cat VIP? That's the simple question. That has nothing to do with the later fact of you handing over the devices and whatever else.
Commissioner, I want to say oversight, but I didn't have documents with me, you see. That's my challenge, you see. But I forwarded all the information that I'm having.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, it's difficult for me to understand that you had forgotten because you do touch on matters that relate to Cat VIP. Yes. So you had not forgotten about the involvement of Cat VIP in the metro. You had not forgotten about that. You go into some detail in your testimony, the state of the city address, the role that Cat VIP was to play and actually played in the protection or the security provided at the state of the city address. So you remember. So it's on that basis that I say I find it difficult to understand that you would forget that there was a memorandum that concerned Cat VIP. Do you want to comment on that?
No, I won't forget. That's why I was able to touch. But
then that if you won't forget, that immediately takes me back to Advocate or Ms. Silo's question.
Exactly.
Why did you not reference that memorandum then?
I think it may be my oversight when I was submitting yesterday.
Thank you. That's the simple answer.
Yes.
Ms.
Thank you,
Silo,
Chair. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. So you referenced the Mike van Wyk Memorandum of Agreement, Medicare 24. Now, in trying to explain to me why it is you decided to reference one and not the other, you spoke about your suspension in 23 and handing over your tools of trade to Commissioner Spies. But then you said all your documents you also hand over to Commissioner Spies. And you were about to explain whether that's how it happens at Ekurhuleni, that you hand over all your files and every scrap of paper you have ever produced in that position. Once you are suspended, you are not dismissed, you are just purely suspended. Firstly, is that how it happens in Ekurhuleni or EMPD, if there's a difference? And secondly, when the suspension is uplifted, is possession restored to you, or what happens? They disappear into the deep black hole. How does it work?
Oh, Commissioner, remember I told you that immediately when you get the letter, you are told that intention first, not suspension. You are told that you must automatically leave the building.
Yes.
Don't be anywhere next to the building.
Yes.
You see. Then within 48 hours, you are supposed to submit, or within 48 hours, you must respond in writing. Then within that 48 hours, you're supposed to submit everything, but you're not allowed in any building now, you see, or in any space of the municipality. Okay. You see, I can go to municipality to go and pay services because I'm a resident. Okay. You see, but they take it from our salary. You don't have to go there. You see, yes. Then that's how it happens. You are not allowed in any space. Remember, and those offices are not your offices; they're municipal offices. They can go when they're doing investigations. They can go at any time, take whatever document, and you're not allowed to communicate with the subordinates.
No, I appreciate
and
that. Right now, I'm pursuing the fate of the files.
Yes,
so I understand everything you're saying,
yes.
And I do accept that once you're on suspension, you're not permitted to set foot at your employer's premises or attempt to go into your office. I accept that.
Yes.
I was just trying to understand when you suggested that you gave your files to Commissioner Spies, because I want to run ahead and say, I know that your suspension was uplifted on the 24th of June, 2023.
Oh, yeah.
Correct?
It's June, yes, after 3 months.
Yes. When you went back to the office, how did you locate your files? Did you ever locate them? Were they gone for good? What is the position there?
There are two things that I did.
Yeah.
I didn't want my firearm back.
You didn't want it back?
Yes, because it was used. They took it to the ballistic, or they used it.
Okay, let's park.
I want to come. See,
I want us to park that. We'll
Yes.
come and deal with it because that's an interesting aspect
Yes.
you introduced. Let's
Yes.
finish the files.
Yes, even the laptop. I demanded for a new laptop because they tampered with my laptop.
Oh, okay. I'll put it to the list of what we are coming back to now.
Yes.
So when we come back after lunch, we are going to talk about this tampering with the computer, your laptop, and the ballistic issues. But for now, we are still trying to track down your files, remember?
Yes.
Where are they? You are back in office on the 24th of June, 2023. Where are your files at that point?
Now, it's my laptop, you see. Files that we submitted, they are with Commissioner Revo, and the other ones, especially this document, were with Madam Forstein because they were submitted. She was facilitating the process.
If you are back at work after your suspension is lifted, I take it that you are expected to do the job you were performing before you were suspended. Now, when you are confronted with a situation that your files are taken, how are you expected to do your job?
There was no communication. I continued because I know operational work. That's what you get.
So you just did it off the top of your memory?
Yes,
You rejected the computer, the laptop. I'm hearing it for the first time. So you didn't rely on stored information in the computer. Spies made off with your files, or Commissioner Spies made off with your files. How do you continue with your work? That's an exceptional memory.
No.
If you rely on memory.
Okay. No. When you come back,
yes.
Remember, they restore, then you come able to get some. You see.
Right.
But remember, right time I'm back, there's nothing that is happening. I'm continuing. I had to respond to IPT, then I wrote that thing, then I continued with other things. And some document that I was able to submit, I submitted them.
Now, this JM11, the Van Wyk, I'll call it the Van Wyk MOU, just purely. so we don't confuse it with the other MOU, which is not part of your statement, the Matlala MOU.
Yes.
Where did you get this MOU for purposes of this commission?
No, I didn't submit it. I don't have.
You don't have it?
Yes. I said, no, let me be honest. I was able to get information from you, commissioners, from this commission. Anything that has to do with me and the documents, and I was so surprised. I even told the person that I consulted yesterday, he said, what, you know what, it's like I got information from you of what was happening about me, what is taking place, and. There was nothing, it was quiet, except the newspaper and everything.
So technically, therefore, this MOU you received from the commission when it served you with the notice that they would like you to present yourself, and the commission referenced in that document, you remember we called Rule 3.
Yes.
The witnesses that have testified and have implicated you. If you go to that document with the flag Rule 3, or second page, it lists the witnesses, Mapieye, Spies, Niza, Tepa, and Witness D.
Yes.
So you are told that by the commission.
Yes.
The commission has assisted you to get full copies of their statements. Am I correct? They were provided to you, their statements with an extract and transcripts of their testimony.
Yes, but it was very huge. I read some of them.
You're not going to write an exam on that. No, I'm not going to test you on that. I just want to test that.
Yes.
So are you suggesting then that you got, for instance, the Van Wyk MOU from what the commission provided to you?
No, I submitted the documents that I'm having to you, because I was told I'm going to get a file from you that is having all the documents.
Yes.
Yes.
So then that takes us back to the chair's point. How do you remember the Van Wyk MOU in your statement, and you don't remember at all the Matlala MOU, which in the documents made available to you by the commission follows immediately the Van Wyk's MOU? Please help me understand.
Yes, Commissioner. That's why I've said maybe it's my oversight, but I spoke to those that I'm having. There's a letter that I'm having that spoke, I didn't get it from you, that Lizelle wrote. I'm having the German 514 communication of the 21st October. I'm having those. I spoke to those that I'm having. Then I was able to check Madam Lebu's Tipa's testimony, Revo's testimony, you see. But not all of them, because I wanted to, I was pressured by time. I wanted to respond and submit a statement.
So then in closing,
Ms. Sello,
the break.
I know, yes.
Can I just close this topic with, that's a comment, in fact, it's not even a question. So based on this engagement we've had, would you agree with me that our recommendation to the commissioners is that they should not form a conclusion that you deliberately omitted the Matlala MOU?
No.
It just fell through the cracks.
Matlala and the name